Hey, hello. I haven't been here in a while. Sorry about that. I just tend to disappear and come back. I'm like the Batman. Like when people need me, I come back, and when they don't, I come back too. I have a bit of a topic for this one. Let's get started. So, Quantum TV. He's a tech reviewer who attracted the ire and the hatred of a couple of communities who have banded together because he keeps doing very lackluster and kind of disrespectful reviews. All this started with a specific review of this on the game Elden Ring, the new game from Software. I was made aware of his existence by Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. In his video, this YouTuber keeps abusing the copyright system, and subsequently by Charlie Critical from the channel Critical on his video called Wild YouTube Drama. A video that was posted, I think, half a day ago, 12 hours ago, I think? Yeah, 14 hours ago. To be honest, I didn't expect this situation to get so out of hand. I thought he was just going to be one of those slimy YouTubers that abuse the copyright system, then just retract to the shadows, never to be seen again. But Mr. TV is here to prove that he can be the new face of the Streisand effect. He's gonna die on the hill that he has set himself upon. And I'm just here to tell you about this man's wild descent into infamy, if you want to say it so. And you may wonder, what is the Streisand effect? What does that have to do with this? Well, the Streisand effect, according to Wikipedia, is when it's a phenomenon that occurs when somebody trying to censor or hide information from people just makes others more aware of this information. And in this case, it's relevant because Mr. Quantum TV keeps trying to censor every single person that criticizes him, and in return, people just get more aware of what he's doing. As the name suggests, this effect was popularized by one certain Barbra Streisand. In an attempt to hide her residency in California. And to this day, I think every single person trying to commit censorship on YouTube has just made like this phenomenon occur over and over again. This situation has been made really big, and it has gotten so out of place and so out of hand. He keeps trying to censor people in more wild ways, and the more he tries, he just keeps bringing more attention. And in his latest attempt to trying to censor somebody that criticized him, in this case, the Actman, he has contacted the Actman's mom. Like, just take a minute to take that one in. He has contacted this man's mom. And you may think, Zach, why have you come back from the shadows just for this? And to be honest, it's because I think this is bonkers. This is fucking insane that this is happening on YouTube. And also because I've been spending the entirety of my day watching videos about this situation. It's because I've been streaming Elden Ring on Twitch. By the way, if you want to follow me, my ad is at MonsterZack on Twitch. You can come see me suck at the game if you want. And well, I just think this situation is very interesting. You could say I've been a little bit fixated on this topic, and that's why I want to talk about it, so let's get into it. To begin with, who is Quantum TV? Quantum TV is a tech reviewer from the US who specializes on making inflammatory videos where he antagonizes the people he thinks are on the wrong. He often puts himself as the authority on the right opinion, and he does criticism with the delicacy of a chimpanzee streaming.
In water, chimps will drown.
He seems to have gotten a lot of criticism and make a lot of controversies and inflammatory statements through his YouTube career. His approach to making YouTube seems to be to make an inflammatory video, get criticized, denounce all criticism as hatred and harassment, then monetize videos about said harassment, and just repeat. As someone on the brink of a panic attack 24/7, I don't really understand why someone will use this common method of getting YouTube notoriety. It's just very stressful. Just thinking about it is giving me the heebie-jeebies, you know? It's just making all my screen crawl and feel slimy. Just thinking about it makes me want to throw myself from the balcony, just as Quantum TV has done with his reputation. Mr. Quantum is no stranger to emotional manipulation. We can see this in a couple instances where he tried to censor other YouTubers, specifically coming for Griffin Gaming, who made a couple videos on him, and he contacted him through email and gave this kind of weird sub-story about being harassed on his video, criticizing the Xbox One and blaming everything on Griffin and just one criticism video he made on him, and asking him to delete everything to detract the people that are harassing him, even though in Griffin's video it's established that doing so will only attract more anger from his fan base. So, you know, he's no stranger to emotional manipulation. He used a story where he said that Griffin's fan base had doxed him and gotten his daughter's information, which will be kinda whack if it was true. But as we can see through Griffin's own video on the subject, this is stated to be not the case, as the only proof that Mr. Quantum brings is a comment on his video of someone saying that Griffin dunked on him.
I thought I would share my experience with Quantum TV. Now, this is actually dating back over a year ago, I think almost 2 years ago at this point. This is when I had my encounter with Quantum TV, when I decided to make a YouTube video on him, which was recommended to me because basically he was like shitting on the Xbox for whatever reason. Quantum TV was not too happy that I dared to question, you know, his god-tier intellect and just point out how idiotic this dude really is. But he didn't really take too kindly. I wish I still had the video, but he uploaded a YouTube video basically threatening to copyright strike my video, which prompted me to go ahead and reach out to him privately and see what the issue was and figure out why he thinks he can abuse the YouTube copyright system illegally and take down a video that he was upset over. He wanted negative attention on his channel, and that's exactly what he got.
And here we can see the emails that Quantum TV delivered to Griffin Gaming. In this one it says, "I'm sorry, but I have no choice but to report this video for cyber harassment then. They had my daughter's school, man. I won't take any chances with my family's safety. You really don't understand how serious these threats have gotten. I need this to go away and not inspire any more nut jobs. Under YouTube's harassment and cyberbullying policy, you're in violation of the TOS due to prolonged name calling or malicious intent. I really don't want to go that route, but for my family's sakes, I guess I have no other choice." To this, Griffin Gaming had to say, "If that is what you need to do, I can't stop you. Reporting the video is not going to change anything, and it might only make things worse, because if the video is struck down, I will need to respond and address the situation and explain. I don't know how we go from having an understanding last night and agreeing on a course of action where you specifically said you didn't want me to remove the video, to now you're basically storing me with the threat of a community guidelines strike to remove the video. Sorry it had to come to this, but I guess it cannot be helped. Very disappointed to say the least. Be careful moving forward about what information you make public online, especially if you are going to purposefully antagonize people, and in particular, console fanboys, lol. They aren't too mentally stable. Wish you all the best regardless, and sorry things devolved to this point. I thought we had reached a position of mutual understanding, but I see now that it's not going to happen." You know, to me this seems like something of an amicable resolve of the issue between Griffin Gaming and Quantum TV. But once again, Mr. Quantum TV can't just take the L. "I'm not extorting you. Simply put, I just start getting very serious death threats. Dude, you have no idea. They hacked my Facebook, PlayStation, and Xbox, and even got my home phone number. I don't know how they did any of this, but nothing they obtained was publicly available or linked to YouTube in any way. This is serious, dude. Imagine if the roles were reversed and your family was being targeted. Ironic, to say the least, considering that he is phone calling the Ackman's mom, but anyway." this has evolved way beyond a simple debate, so I'm trying to update you on the situation. I'm in no way trying to back you into a corner and extort you. My family has nothing to do with this, and now they're being dragged in the crosshairs over a video game machine. Huh. Almost like bringing someone's mom into an issue they have nothing to do. But, you know, potato, potato. To be honest, Griffin Gaming answers this outlandish email with a really solid response, saying, "You have to understand how outlandish it sounds that every single social media account you possess has been hacked with the exception of YouTube. Me deleting the video is not going to accomplish anything at this point, if it's true, and if anything, it is only going to embolden those doing it to you, which I am trying to explain. I really cannot take it any other way except you're just trying to remove my video because you do not like it, because even now you still have the video calling me out on your channel, which is just making exactly what you're describing infinitely worse. You're literally giving them a reason to remain on your channel, and how am I supposed to take these claims from you seriously when you won't even go out of your way to distance yourself from this drama?" But you know, common sense is something Quantum TV is not familiar with. He is giving this man every single rebuttal and like an easy explanation. He's been pretty sympathetic with him at this point. And even then, Quantum TV refuses to just take a minute and think of a more sane course of action.
I thought it was the LG fanboys that hacked him back in 2018, which is what he claims nowadays, so this is kind of interesting.
And once yet again, Quantum TV sends another email saying, "The video has already been deleted as a show of good faith, you know. I know I can make those videos again easily. If I can, I'm sure removing one video won't kill you either. Food for thought. It stops being cool when innocent people get caught in the crossfire. Just give what I say some thought. I would have asked that of you if it weren't serious. So this is where I take my leave. Enjoy the rest of your evening." Like, come on, just Jesus Christ. This man is doing everything in his power to emotionally manipulate Griffin Gaming to get him to delete a video that had nothing to do with the harassment he was receiving. But anyway, and in his last email to Griffin Gaming, he says, "Updated. Immediately after you post, I started getting understanding from some in your community. That community tab post is helping a bit. That said, I'm still getting links to your roast video saying Griffin ended you. So while the community post definitely helped, which is something that Griffin Gaming did, he made a community post asking his community to stop harassing Quantum TV, even though the comments that he received weren't harassment at all, and I'll show you in a minute. But anyway, Griffin Gaming did him a favor by putting a community post asking his people to stop going to his video. But anyway, let's finish this email. While the community post definitely helped, the video is still not dying down. Here's a little proof. The most recent troll, as early as 3 minutes ago, I counted it, my inbox is still blowing up with hatred, and they linked your video as the cause. That's why I asked you to remove it. As long as it's up, I'm still fighting an uphill battle. This is the best I can do to show you I'm not lying about the harassment without putting my family out there. Just letting you know again, it wasn't some trick." He is refusing to show any evidence of this happening, which you don't need to dox your family to show. You can show the information blur and send a little bit of proof that this is happening. But anyway, then he sends one of the most funny kinds of proof of this harassment that I had seen in a while. And it's this silly comment that says, from Brandon Harding, linking to Griffin's video saying, "Griffin ended you. Your logic is trash. Log off, buddy." Which, in my opinion, that is just textbook harassment, you know? When people make definitions of harassment, they go and go directly to this comment and they say, yeah, this is it. This is the epitome of being harassed on the internet. It's not like, I don't know,
telling gay people to die in a mass shooting.
But, you know, this is really the harassment he's receiving. He is dying. People are dunking on him and not thinking about his feelings. Here we have the full package with Mr. Quantum TV. He seems to be that kind of slimy that goes wishing people to die on mass shootings, the kind of slimy who makes defamatory statements against other people criticizing him, and the kind of slimy who tells people to kill themselves at the end of his videos.
At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man.
So this man, he seems to be going through this cycle of pissing everyone off, doing copyright claims on every video criticizing him, and then profiting out of it over and over and over, like the most annoying Ouroboros displayed on one of those LG TV OLED screens he seems to hate so much. It seems that during his latest cycle, he pissed off the entire community of Elden Ring with a lackluster review of the video game. And when I say lackluster, I mean lackluster. He doesn't bring any real points to the discussion. He just keeps doing misinformation about the game and keeps just dunking on the game based on said misinformation. Like, damn, his opinions will be real if, like, anything he said was true and not the blatant lies he keeps telling about the game. But I'm not a game expert. I'm not that familiar with the entirety of Souls games, but you can go see this YouTuber called Mischief, who keeps making videos about the topic, and he goes through more depth and length about why his review is wrong than I could ever do. Let's just give a round of applause to the man. Let's see some of his brilliant opinions on the matter.
Today I'll be giving you guys a review of Elden Ring. Essentially, I don't buy this game. The name of the game should not be called Elden Ring. The name of the game should be called
You die.
Again and Again and Again.
And again. And again. And again. And again.
Because that's all you're really going to spend most of your time doing. You're going to die because the game has no easy difficulty. The difficulty spikes when you get to certain bosses. It's so unfair that you'll find yourself spending so many hours losing time away from your life. So I would say this game is for somebody who really is looking for a sandbox.
They have no family, no friends, no life.
You are maidenless.
When you die, you lose everything you collected. Everything. That means you start over, so leveling up is extremely hard because of the nature of the game and its difficulty level, and it's not fun. There's nothing fun about this game for somebody who is new to the franchise. And then you look at the graphic style. It's a joke. It is literally a joke. And then you look at the graphic style. It's a joke. It is like last gen being sold for new gen. Like, I don't understand, like, who they made this game for, where, like, you want low frame rates, but that for me, that's a massive deal breaker. I'm a massive motion buff, and to do something like that is unacceptable. Most of your time in the open world is spent just, like, running around kind of aimlessly, if I'm being honest. Most of your time in the open world is in a very open field that doesn't necessarily have a particular purpose for being that open. I'd like there to be a purpose to almost everything. Like, everything is interactable and things like that, but it just doesn't feel like that. And I think without spoiling any parts of the story, which is lackluster by the way, I think that will be as honest as anyone's going to be about this product. I don't know who they made it for. Again, I couldn't speak lowly enough about this game. I don't recommend it, and I think if you're smart, you'll just play something else. That's the review. Take it or leave it.
It's a game you don't seem to understand. So I don't understand what did you gain from doing this no bullshit review and just making everybody upset? Like, what did you win? In his video, he seems to go around calling everyone from the community that's toxic. Funnily enough, the people that he does mention by name are the people that are criticizing him. You know, just some funny things. The toxic people that I'm talking about are the people making fair criticism against me. But you know the old saying, if you are mean to someone, your criticism is invalid. So, throw it into trash, boys. All this criticism kept rolling and rolling until we got to the man of the hour. This culminated on him striking the video of the Ackman on the worst reviews of Elden Ring. A video that is quite funny, and I really like his video, so I will link it in the description. But as you can see, Quantum TV has just gone and pissed off on the giant, and he is going to be squashed like a little peasant boy. Now, funnily enough, Mr. Quantum alleges to know a lot about copyright law and that every video made against him is against fair use. Ben, I don't know how many times have I said this, but I used to study law, so I come here completely armed and prepared by doing a Google search and reading some articles that explain what fair use entails. Now, using my advanced knowledge and techniques, you know, the ones that you go to law school for 4 years to achieve, I have come to the conclusion that you, sir, have no legs to stand on. But you don't need to listen to me, a failed lawyer. You know, somebody that wanted to study art instead of law. You can hear from a YouTube big veteran, like somebody that has been on the platform and knows more about fair use and how to use it. So take it away, Mudahar.
Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar. I understand copyright strikes, okay? If I upload an entire episode of an anime onto my channel, if I upload that to my channel without any form of fair use commentary or anything, I get a copyright strike, and a well-deserved. Agreed? YouTube will not tell you to file a copyright claim just because a video is re-uploaded. At least not exactly like that. And because YouTube is a safe harbor website, as soon as they get a copyright claim, they must act on it, or else they lose a lot of those protections. YouTube will actually straight up want you to talk to a lawyer, because once you file a DMCA, a legally binding DMCA, that's between you, your attorneys, and that's it. It's also a big problem because for a lot of YouTubers, when they get a false DMCA strike and they have to file a counterclaim, they have to give up their personal information. If it turns out that you're actually abusing this for your own benefit, just to hide criticism, and you've actually taken down legally fair use content, this bites you on your ass.
Now, Mr. Quantum, as you seem to give a lot of care to YouTube's copyright system, you seem to not care a rat ass about YouTube's terms of services, as you are actively avoiding a previous ban, you know, for something small. It's no big deal, it was just a tiny bit of, you know, hate speech.
Quantum TV's been evading a previous ban on YouTube, banned for hate speech. Remember when you called Lenny Kravitz's daughter a half-breed?
You had Selena Kyle, which is Lenny Kravitz's daughter, like a half-breed, basically.
It's such a shame you didn't keep playing Elden Ring, as you seem to be really good at dodging, you know, avoiding any kind of accountability. Just like stating most of your hateful tweets and Facebook posts were made by hackers, even though we have direct footage of you saying those things in your videos directly. But who knows, with today's technology, it could be just Tom Hanks with some of that face mask technology from Mission Impossible trying to destroy your nefarious TV review empire. As you can see, our man Quantum TV is quite the expert on making inflammatory comments and pissing every community off, and then crying harassment, harassment when people come and criticize his opinions. Which unfortunately brings us to his latest crusade, where he wants to intimidate and defamate a YouTuber named The Ackerman, and he resorted to doing one of the slimiest moves I have seen a grown man do on YouTube. He called his mom. Mr. Quantum TV is no stranger to defamatory statements, as he has done so with another reviewer. I think his name is Reviewer USA. He has actually tried to defamate another YouTuber called Review Tech USA by stating that he is a fan of cuties. And he has do those statements with no proof of anything. He has just throw it around and like try to defamate this YouTuber because he keeps making videos criticizing him. And on his latest like crusade, he has done the same to The Actman, saying that he is a violent guy because he got upset about him calling his mom. Like, Jesus Christ, man. This is taking everything to a new level that we shouldn't reach, especially on YouTube. You are involving somebody that has nothing to do with this YouTube criticism feud into the mix. You are actively doxing people, contacting their relatives, and bringing them into a petty battle because you don't like being criticized. You got no spine, man. You got no literal spine. You're like a slimy man. You're like a really slimy snail that keeps scrolling on YouTube, making everybody pissed and upset about you because it's the only relevance you will have. You keep upping the stakes, you keep adding gasoline to the fire, then try to victim blame the people that you are harassing, because this is harassment, and crossing every important line in the internet. Like, you are not supposed to bring real life acquaintances and family into a petty battle. Honest to God, I hope you get your channel terminated. And just to make sure, because I'm pretty sure that you're gonna watch this video and get upset because reasons, and I am criticizing you, but this is not a threat. So, you know, this is just an opinion, as you stated in your Elden Ring review. This is just my opinion. I don't think your channel should be running on YouTube, because you're actively making the platform less accessible to others, and as you have said, if it's not accessible for everyone, it shouldn't exist. You keep just making shit more difficult for yourself and others. You make the community more hostile towards people that are not like you. You kept calling people racial slurs in your videos, being really homophobic, transphobic in your Discord. You're just an all-around uncomfortable person to be around, because you don't seem to know where to stop. You seem to want to die on a stupid hill. It's just a review, man. Let it go. So yeah, I just hope that in the near future your channel gets terminated for harassment and for hate speech, because you keep making videos, you keep ignoring stuff, you keep bringing God into this situation when I don't think God has anything to do with YouTube, and you keep just doing a lot of unnecessary stuff to gain attention, I guess. Anyway, this is all I have to say about this guy. As you can see, he's an expert of dodging. He has terminated his reputation. He's getting all the attention he wants, but at what cost, man? Just at what cost? You're just making everybody hate you. And I don't think that's a good way to standing your ground in this platform. Well, he keeps monetizing for now. We don't know if that's gonna be forever. That's the cases with people that like this, that just want to make inflammatory statement after inflammatory statement, is that relevancy is not forever for them, because what else do they bring to the table? Thank you for watching. If you watched to this point, I am trying to be better with my words. Once again, I stream on Twitch. I'm streaming currently Elden Ring and Resident Evil Village, while also trying to stream more commissions. You know, you can follow me, and my Twitch is MonsterZack, you know. Make sure to follow my Twitch so you can be notified next time I just get blasted in the ass. And I will ask you to subscribe, but honestly, I post every 2 full months, so subscribe if you like, give a like if you like, you know, not forcing you, you know, just do it if you like. Thank you for watching. This has been a video about a very weird man on the internet, and I hope you have a good one and you have a good day. Bye.